Provisional remedies under environmental case provides legal tools that help protect the environment and preserve evidence or property while case is ongoing. Section 1. Attachment in environmental cases. In a court order to seize property involved in an environmental case. It is under Rule 127 of the Rules of Criminal Procedure to ensure property is available to satisfy a court decision. Section 2. Environmental Protection Orders. Number 1. Temporary Environmental Protection Order. It is quickly either without prior notice or after short hearing. Effective for 72 hours. Court may extend it after summary hearing until the case is resolved. Number 2. Permanent Environmental Protection Order. It is after a full hearing on the case. Last until lifted by the court. To prevent serious environmental harm and to maintain the current situation while the case is being heard.
Rule 14, Bail. Section 1. Bail may be filed with the court where the case is pending. If the court is not available, it can be filed with any of the following: Regional Trial Judge, Metropolitan Trial Judge, Municipal Trial Judge, and Municipal Circuit Trial Judge. Section 2. Duties of the court. Before approving bail, the judge must read the information to the accused in the language they understand. Require the accused to sign an undertaking which include appearing at the arraignment and trial dates whenever they required. Waive the reading of the information if they appear at the arraignment. Authorize the court to proceed with the trial if they fail to appear. No, bail is not just a matter of paying money. It involves responsibilities and agreements. The aim is to balance the right to liberty and the interest of justice. In environmental cases, ensuring the presence of the accused helps maintain accountability for environmental harm.
Rule number 15. Arraignment and plea. Section 1. Arraignment. Arraignment is a formal reading of a criminal charging document in the presence of the defendant to inform them of the criminal charges against them. So, the court shall set the arraignment within 15 days from the time it acquires jurisdiction over the accused. So, dito dapat iset ng court yung arraignment sa loob ng 15 na araw. Then, dito, the accused must be given notice of the arraignment. So, dito dapat mabigyan ng notice yung akusado sa arraignment. And the public prosecutor must offended party or private complainant must be also notified. So dito dapat hindi lang yung akusado yung notice, dapat din yung prosecutor and the offended party. So section 2, plea bargaining. Ano nga ba plea bargaining? Plea is a defendant's response to a criminal charge. A defendant may plead guilty or not guilty. So, during the scheduled arraignment, the court shall consider plea bargaining arrangement. Dito, if a plea bargain is agreed upon, the prosecution and the accused shall, number 1, submit the terms of the plea to the court. So, dito dapat isubmit yung mga tutunin ng plea sa korte. And, agreeing on the civil liability, if any, the court shall issue a judgment of conviction that includes the civil liability and may include damages. So dito, dapat yung court is maglabas siya ng judgment of conviction na kasama yung civil liability and kasama na din doon yung mga damages.
Duwa ko naman po tayo sa Rule 16, which is the pre-trial. Ano nga po ba ang pre-trial? Pre-trial, ito ay isang pamamaraan ng korte na ginagawa bago ang tunay na paglilitis. Dito, tinatalakay nila yung issue sinusuri po nila mga ebidensya at marami pang iba na mahalaga para sa actual na trial is ma-shorten yung time na ma-consume. It also has the potential to resolution without full trial. They can encourage the both sides for settlement and they can also gather evidences. Sa pre-trial po, meron po 7 section. First is the setting of pre-trial conference. Within 30 days is dapat makapag-set na ng pre-trial conference ang court after ng arraignment. And all parties must be notified, malaman nila at required po sila na mag-appear sa conference na ito. Section 2, preliminary conference. Ang purpose na preliminary conference ay matulungan yung mga parties na mag-settle. Mahihanda nila yung mga documents na kailangan nilang i-present. They can consider mga importante matters na makakatulong para mapadali yung disposition ng case. Section 3, pre-trial duty of the judge. Ito po yung during pre-trial, ito po yung mga trabaho ng judges sa pre-trial. The judge's primary duty is to orient the parties, clarifying and limiting the issues. Also, he will mark the evidences. He must be ensure na accurate yung mga documents na gagamitin sa exhibition. Lalo na ang mga reproduction of document. Example po nito ay mga photocopy or xerox na original na document. He will also facilitate stipulations of the genuineness of the evidence. Also ensure proper adherence to court rules and procedures. Section 4, manner of questioning. All questions and statements in court proceedings, including during pre-trial, must be directed to the judge to ensure a fair and orderly process and to avoid unnecessary conflict between parties. This also helps maintain proper record keeping and allows the judge to control the proceeding effectively. Section 5, agreements or admissions. All agreements or admissions made or entered during the pre-trial conference shall be reduced in writing and signed by the accused and counsel. This is to ensure that the agreements are clear and ambiguous. Unambiguous is clear and precise, not subjected to misinterpretation or more than one interpretation, and cannot be easily disputed later on, and that they are made with the full understanding and consent of the accused, protected by the rights to a fair trial. Section 6, record of proceedings. Recording court proceedings involve taking a verbatim record of the proceedings, often in the form of transcript or record of proceedings. This is typically done by a court reporter using digital audio or video recording. Any party to the proceedings can request a copy of the record and the production of the transcript. May take several months depending on the length of the trial. Pre-trial order. A pre-trial order is a court document issued after the pre-trial. Listing action taken, stipulated facts, and marked evidence. It essentially set the stage for the trial by limiting the issues and evidences to be presented, and it binds the parties, and it should be issued within 10 days after the termination of the pre-trial.